Hi, I'm Tamika, and I'm so excited to share Songs of Our Community with you. Songs of Our Community will look at songs sung in the heart languages of members of our community. Many of these songs will or have become part of our worship services. So come along with me as we interview different members of our community to hear how they worship the Lord in their language and why it's important that we include these songs in our services. So here we go, Songs of Our Community.
What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve.
Yay! Miss Eva, it is so nice to see you. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with me. Miss Eva is from Ghana, is that right?
Yes, I am, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And what is the name of the song that you suggested we learn at Knox?
It's called Momma No So, Yesu na Oye Ohene.
So beautiful. And why did you suggest that we learn Momma No So?
It has two special meanings for me. One is with my childhood, and one is just the joy of knowing that we've been saved by His grace. My mom was a member of the Women's Fellowship in Ghana. And every Easter, after Easter, they'll go on what they call Asempatro, which is spreading the good news. And they'll march through the streets. And one of the songs that they always used was this song. And my dad would take me to the roadside to watch them marching, the women marching in their uniforms. And it used to be pink and white. So it was has a special memory for me. And there's just a celebration in that song. I remember it in connection with Easter, and it always felt like the joy of the fact that we've been saved by His grace, and the joy of being a Christian, and the joy of sharing that message. And so it's a celebratory song, and it always brings me joy.
So good. So we should be singing this at Easter then.
Yeah, usually they do. I mean, you can sing it any day, right? You're celebrating God, but yeah, usually, what I remember is after Easter is when I remember it being sung the most in the streets with the women marching.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so what does this song mean?
Well, so there's the literal translation. Momma No So is lift him up, Jesus is king. And we repeat it 3 times, and He's king indeed. And the King of Kings, we should all bow down before Him, and we should praise Him and worship Him. And it's repeated over and over. So it's about recognizing Jesus as king and celebrating that.
Okay, now we're going to do something a little different. Can we look at the text together? And can you pronounce how we should be saying these words so that we can get them together? The chorus repeats and the verse repeats 2 stanzas twice. So can you tell us how we should be saying it? Say it slow for the people at home.
So it's Momma No So.
Momma No So.
Yesu na Oye Ohene.
Yesu na oye ohene.
Yes. And that's repeated 3 times. Momma No So. Yesu na Oye Ohene. Momma No So. Yesu na Oye Ohene.
Okay.
And one is Oye Ohene Ampa.
Mm-hmm.
Oye Ohene Ampa. He's
Oye ohene ampa.
Oye Ohene Ampa. Yes.
That's beautiful.
And then following that is Ahemfo Hene. Esese Obiara Kotono. Ahemfo Hene. Esese Obiara Kotono.
I feel like I've been singing this wrong the whole time. Thank you so much for this.
I think it's been great. Knox has been great. Sung it close to what is
Very close. We're close. Yay! We're close. That's so good.
Yeah. And the last one is Munyi na ye, Munshe ne nyonyam.
Moni na ye mon shene nunyam.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yay! That's so good. Why do you think foreign language songs are important in a worship service?
I think, to me, it's all about celebrating diversity, right? Because in our pews, we have diverse people from different backgrounds. And it just shows that we are willing to acknowledge, to celebrate, and to accept people. It shows that we are inclusive, and then we are welcoming to people from outside. And for somebody for me from Ghana, for example, just the idea of hearing the songs that I've heard most of my childhood, I mean, it's such a wonderful feeling, feeling that and hearing that here in Canada. So I think as a church, it's knowing who we have as members of our community, celebrating each aspect of our community. So yeah, that's why I think it's important.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. I'll sing this anytime, but especially Easter now. It's so good, so good. Thank you so much. God bless you, Miss Eva.
You too. Have a wonderful